118 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. This is a day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it." I invite us to bow in prayer. Lord, your scripture reminds us that the fear of your holy name is the beginning of wisdom. The knowledge of your holy presence is the beginning of understanding. Holy and most gracious God, we acknowledge your presence among your people here today. As we observe on this happy day at this our beloved high school, the ceremony, we pray, O Lord, as you continue to grant your spirit of wisdom, that spirit that has empowered hard work, sacrifice, discipline, we pray that that same spirit allow our hearts to grow in gratitude for the many blessings that made this day, this moment possible. We bless your name, O Lord, for the vision of our founders, for the patience of principals and staff, for the commitment of parents and guardians, for the company of colleagues and friends. We bless you and we give you thanks. Continue, gracious God, to grant that the same spirit of your guidance and counsel to continue to allow our young men and women to be leaders, to be an inspiration to others for generations to come. As minds and hearts have been shaped, nurtured, formed and fashioned here in these hallowed halls of learning, we pray as we meet to celebrate that we give you thanks. Then we ask, O Lord, your divine blessing to fall afresh upon us here today. It is in Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.
Mr. Leslie Naipaul, General Treasurer of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, and representing the Right Reverend Daniel Chance, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago. Reverend Iere Thompson Jimda, Treasurer of the Administrative Committee, or ADCOM, and Interim Chaplain. Mr. Roy Amrao, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education. Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education. Mr. Wayne Maiku, Schools Manager and Administrative Committee Representative. Mr. Romeo Ganis, Principal of Iere High School, and our feature speaker this morning, Mrs. Sharon Amrao, Acting Principal of Iere High School, Ms. Sumitra Ramnarayan, Acting Vice Principal of Iere High School, Ms. Catherine Plaza, Secretary of the Parent-Teacher Council, specially invited guests, members of staff of Iere High School, graduating class of 2024, members of the Communication Unit of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Simon Tilak Singh Birju, and this is my co-chair, Mr. Lendel Katwaru. We bid you all welcome to Iere High School's Speech Day and Prize Giving Ceremony 2024, as we celebrate and give thanks for the goodness of God as seen through the accomplishments of our young charges. Our theme today, with every breath, I will sing of the goodness of God, is an appropriate one, given the differing journeys that our students have undertaken in the last few years. There have been challenges and successes, failures and victories. All of these have been possible through the goodness of God. All of these have been possible because of the divine goodness. And to experience God's goodness, this divine goodness, is to enjoy the sweetness, the friendliness, the benevolence, and generosity of God. Psalm 23 verse 6 says, "His goodness is always with us." Look around at the auditorium this morning. Look at these young people. God's goodness is what is manifested here this morning in the accomplishments of the class of 2024.
God's goodness is also all around us in nature. His word, answered prayers, as well as blessings and provision. With His help, we can enjoy His goodness every day. To believe in God is to possess confidence in Him. Without God, we would not exist. Belief in the goodness of God is an acceptance. It is faith. It is trust. Today, this is what we are here to celebrate. This morning, we look at all of you graduates with admiration. Your ability to persevere, to succeed, and to conquer. Your belief in your faith and in yourselves. Your parents' belief in you. Your belief in that goodness of God and that through Him all things are possible. You, the parents, guardians, teachers, stakeholders, and well-wishers, are not to be left out. You have all played an integral part in creating the environment and lending support for the successes that we are here to honor. Your belief in God, your belief in your children, and your belief in this institution have brought us to this point. We thank and congratulate you for helping your children stand tall. So let us continue our proceedings this morning by enjoying the music of one of our students, Javon Harrington, who is doing a solo entitled When You Believe.
We were moving mountains long before we there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is rare, it's hard to believe. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will when you believe. It is unfair when we're so often losing hope. Hope seems like a summer fun to swiftly blown away. But now I'm standing here, my heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is rare,
and prize-giving ceremony is intended to celebrate and honor our students and their accomplishments. So let's sit back and listen to some of their accomplishments and achievements. To help us do so, I will call none other than past student and now esteemed principal, Mrs. Sharon Umrah, to bring the principal's report.
I respectfully acknowledge the presence of Mr. Leslie Naipaul, General Treasurer of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda, Treasurer of our ADCOM and Interim Chaplain, Mr. Roy Umrah, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the PSS BOE, Mr. Wayne Maiku, School Manager and ADCOM Representative, Mr. Romeo Ganes, Principal of Debe Secondary School and feature speaker, Ms. Sumitra Ramnarayan Singh, our Acting Vice Principal of Iere High School, Ms. Catherine Plaza, Secretary of the Parent-Teacher Council and representative from Holy Faith Convent, Pinal. Specially invited guests, members of staff of Iere High School, the graduating class of 2024, members of the communication unit of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to our annual Speech Day and Prize-Giving Ceremony 2024. With every breath, we will sing of the goodness of God. His goodness radiates and emanates from the heart and soul of each graduate seated before me this morning. Your academic victory is a testament of persistence, passion, prayer, and productivity. Join with me, everyone, as we applaud the success of all these awesome young persons. Some of you may have entered the workforce. Some are currently pursuing CAPE and others matriculated as undergraduates at tertiary institutions. Graduates, I pray that wherever the Lord directs your path, you will always exemplify the qualities of an Iere High School student: respectful, humble, honest, empathetic, patriotic, responsible, hardworking, and kind. As you climb the ladder of success, remember you have the infallible support of all stakeholders in education: your parents, teachers, support staff, the Presbyterian Church, the Board of Education, Student Support Services, and the Ministry of Education. Permit me at this juncture to share your success in the CSEC and CAPE 2024 examinations. At the CSEC level, 100% passes were realized in 5 subject areas: additional mathematics, information technology, physical education and sport, physics and technical drawing. 90 to 99% passes were attained in 6 subjects: chemistry, EDPM, English A, principles of accounts, principles of business, and social studies. 80 to 89% passes were obtained in 4 subject areas, namely biology, economics, mathematics, and English B. And less than 80% were realized in 4 subjects: history, geography, Spanish, and visual arts. Of the 87 students writing the CSEC examinations, 77 of them passed 5 or more subjects, with 41 students passing 9 subjects and 16 students passing 8 subjects. At the Cape Unit 1 level, 100% passes were attained in 9 subject areas: applied mathematics, communication studies, economics, entrepreneurship, environmental science, geography, information technology, physics, and pure mathematics. Less than 100% passes were accounting 89%, chemistry 93%, digital media and literatures in English 91%, biology 86%, history 87%, MOB, Management of Business, 94%, and Sociology, 92%. At the Cape Unit 2 level, 100% passes were attained in 15 subjects: accounting, applied math, Caribbean studies, chemistry, digital media, economics, environmental science, geography, history, information technology, literatures in English, MOB, physics, pure math, and sociology. Only 2 subjects attained less than 100% passes: biology 95% and entrepreneurship 94%. At the Unit 1 level, 57 out of the 60 students registered passed 3 or more subjects, and at the Unit 2 level, 100% of our 66 students registered passed 3 or more subjects. For the academic year 2024-2025, computer science was added to our A-level curricula, and we acquired 66 additional laptops for student use. A heartfelt thank you to all members of our teaching staff and support staff for their hard work, dedication, and commitment in ensuring the success of all our students. Additionally, I thankfully recognize the servant leadership of our management team, our heads of department, business, Mrs. Hema Nanan Samlal, science, math, computer science, Ms. Denise Bikari, modern studies, Ms. Syra Bola, English language arts, Mrs. Wendy Matadine, and our hardworking deans, Forms 1 and 2, Mr. Reginald Dinu and Ms. Sandra Sampath, Forms 3 and 4, Mr. Kurt Ramnarayan, Ms. Narissa Ramjit, and Mr. Stephen Lakram, and Forms 5 and 6, Ms. Simone Birju, Mr. Brent Ramlal, and Ms. June Sipol. My appreciation and thanks to our Guidance Officer 1, Mrs. Anne-Marie Ramkisoon Maharaj, and our social worker, Mrs. Patricia Gervais Singh, in ensuring our students receive psychoeducational sessions, targeted intervention programs, educational and career advising, as well as facilitating parent and teacher education sessions. Just recently, at our general PTC meeting, Mrs. Ramkisoon Maharaj delivered a sensitization session on bullying to our parents. At Iere High School, our goal, in keeping with the culture and ethos of the school, is the holistic development of all our students. Consequently, we provide a host of co-curricular and extracurricular activities to promote the physical, emotional, and social development and mental growth. For the 2023-2024 academic year, in the area of cricket and football,
I recognize and applaud the hard work and dedication of Mr. Stephen Lakram, Mr. Kurt Ramnarine, Ms. Sadie Nimai, and Mr. Reginald Dinu. In the secondary schools cricket league, our girls team were national quarterfinals runners-up, and our boys team are the national senior grade champions 2024 in the PowerGen Secondary Schools Cricket League T20 Intercol. In the area of chess and badminton, I recognize the dedication of Mr. Rakesh Sarup. Iere High School placed 9th overall in the Genesis National Secondary School Individual Rapid Chess Championship 2024, and in the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Badminton Competition, Bhavani Sigobin is the girls under-21 national champion for the 2nd consecutive year. Arissa Rambadan is the girls single under-21 national champion for the 2nd consecutive year. And Arissa Rambadan and Joanna Harry are the girls double under-15 national champions. In the area of archery, our students continue to excel. Under the leadership of Mr. Reginald Dinu and Ms. Melissa Samaru, our students perform exceedingly well in swimming, marathons, 5K run, relay, the South Central Secondary Schools Regional Games, the Secondary Schools National Track and Field Finals, and in volleyball. In the Secondary Schools Volleyball League, the Iere High School Boys Open Team placed 1st in the South Zone and 3rd place nationally. And our Girls Open Team placed 1st in the South Zone. Let's hear it for them as well. And I must mention, the season has started extremely well for us at Iere High School. So let's applaud our current team. The names of all our stars are listed under highlights in your program. In the area of arts and culture, I recognize the dedication and commitment of Ms. Chaya Ramlogan, Ms. Samantha Sumara, Ms. Alana Bisoon, Ms. Michelle Ramnarine, and Ms. Maria Achaiva. At the 2023 Sandfest, our students excelled in creative writing, videography, photography, picture making, fabric design, handicraft, and poetry, with our folk choir placing 2nd overall, and a short play written by Tyrell Delancey placed 3rd. This play, written by our own student, is featuring next week Monday at a lunchtime fundraiser right here in the auditorium. At the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education Presby 5 Music Festival 2023, Caleb Samai received 3rd place in the instrumental category, Chela Sanchez 4th place in the solo category, and our choir placed 4th overall. Under the leadership and guidance of Ms. Sherry-Ann Gunpat, our debate team consisting of Tariq Elder, Renelle Kennedy, Rhea Lala, and Kyron Ramdat, placed 3rd nationally at the NEC Energy Sustainability Debate Competition. For the 2024-25 academic year, to our list of clubs, we have added the STEM Club, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, revitalized the TASA Club, and we are making some headway with the steel pan. It is with a deep sense of pride and unwavering commitment I can say, my cup runneth over with blessings. Graduates, today is a celebration of your success. We, the Iere High School family, are extremely proud of all of you. As you traverse life's journey, map your path, define your mission, be in the present, and be part of the solution. I leave you with a few recommendations from Scripture through which we know God wants us to succeed in life. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." And Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." God's richest blessings to all of you in your future endeavors. I thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Umrao, for that comprehensive report. We have indeed had a year of a lot of accomplishments in many different areas, and we are indeed looking forward to what the next year brings. The Presbyterian Church provides the moral and spiritual foundation upon which Iere High School is built. As a Presbyterian school, we foster values and beliefs that are rooted in the conviction that through God, all things are possible. It is my honor to introduce Mr. Leslie Naipaul, the General Treasurer of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, who is representing the Right Reverend Daniel Chance, moderator of the PCTT, to bring greetings from and on behalf of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago.
Ria Jimda, Thompson Jimda, Treasurer of the ADCOM and Interim Chaplain of Iere High School. Mr. Roy Umrao, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools of Board of Education. Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education. Mr. Wayne Maiku, Schools Manager and ADCOM Rep from the Presbyterian Secondary School Board of Education. Mr. Romeo Gunness, Principal, Davis Secondary School, and our featured speaker, Mr. Sharon Umrao, Principal Acton Iere High School. Ms. Sumitra Ramnarayan Singh, Vice Principal Acton Iere High School. Ms. Catherine Plaza, Secretary of the PT President's Parent-Teacher Council, specially invited guests, members of staff of Iere High School, you the graduating class of 2024, members of the communication unit of the PCTT, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, on behalf of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, as I bring you greetings and best wishes on your graduation. To you, the students, here at Iere High School, having your chaplain conduct worship and counseling sessions with you has ensured that the beliefs of the Presbyterian Church will remain with you throughout your life as you leave these sacred halls. Therefore, as you step into the world beyond these walls, I urge you to carry with you the values you have developed here: curiosity, resilience, and empathy. Remember to be an advocate for justice, for in our society, we need strong leaders who stand up for those who are treated unfairly. So as you embark on your next adventure, embrace the uncertainty that comes with change. I would like to thank you, the parents, for your unwavering support and cooperation with the teachers and school administration amidst the many challenges and uncertainties that you and your children have endured over the last 5 or 7 year period. The school has made significant efforts to shape these young minds to think logically and critically as they strive to become nation builders and compassionate human beings. The Presbyterian Secondary School Board of Education and the school have made a concerted effort to assist you, the students, in realizing your full potential in evolving into your best selves, all while maintaining your individuality and your creativity. So also seek God's guidance and wisdom in everything you do, as you would have done here at Iere High School. The Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago is grateful for the legacy that Iere High School has embedded in your hearts and minds, and I pray that God will continue to shower His blessings upon the Iere High School family. So once again, on behalf of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, our moderator and General Secretary, I wish you God's continued blessings in all your future endeavors. Thank you, and God bless you.
Mr. Leslie Naipaul, General Treasurer of the PCTT, representing the Right Reverend Daniel Chance, Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda, Treasurer of the Administrative Committee and Interim Chaplain, Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Wayne Maiku, Schools Manager and ADCOM Representative, Mr. Romeo Gones, Principal of Debe Secondary School and feature speaker and National Award recipient, Mrs. Sharon Umrao, Principal Acting, Iere High School, Miss Sumintra Ramnarayan Singh, Vice Principal Acting, Iere High School, representatives of our principals of our secondary schools. I recognize Ms. Candice Sinanan, Ms. Catherine Plaza, Secretary of the Parent-Teacher Council, specially invited guests, members of staff of Iere High School and ancillary staff, graduating class of 2024, members of the communications unit of PCTT, parents, friends, ladies, and gentlemen. I recognize Mr. Roy Ramlogan. When he was principal here, I was the chair of the ADCOM, and I think we did a lot of work together. And I must mention our very warm ushers, both teachers and students. A pleasant good morning. It is indeed a pleasure to be a part of this significant milestone in your lives as young graduates. Cherish this moment where dreams converge with reality and potential transforms into achievement. The Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education applauds your journey individually and collectively. And as you tell your unique story in this rapidly changing world, embrace innovation, challenge the status quo, and strive for humility. As a bird growing and developing, learning to fly high, there is a time to put trust in the branch where it lands. And after that, there is a time to put trust in its wings, who will guide how high and how fast it soars. Firstly, you are graduating as a family. From the very beginning of Iere High School, called Naparima College Siparia branch, a family emerged. In the late 60s and 70s, Iere High School was a castle in the forest. And today, Iere High School, because of persons who lifted education in all its forms, has produced distinguished citizens of this country. Many are present this morning in your parents, in your teachers, in your vice principal, in your principal, in your feature speaker, in our chaplain, to name a few. Secondly, you are graduating this morning as a team. In the past 5 and 7 years, you were team-oriented, supportive of each other, both on the field and in the classroom, being problem solvers and active listeners. And when one celebrated, everyone celebrated. And when one cried, everyone cried in true team spirit. And one of your team members is the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, as the school and the church are two sides of the same coin. The Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board recognized your team effort at our music festival, where you performed with distinction, and in our Teachers Convention 2024, where your teachers displayed teamwork with their musical performance and active participation. In addition, graduating class, the board held 2 middle management workshops, numerous interviews for Iere High School, Dean of Discipline for other schools and administrators, and we penned letters to the Teaching Service Commission for permanent employment for our Iere High School team. And we were ably led by our General Secretary, Mr. Samai. Mr. Samai, could you please stand, please? Let's give Mr. Samai a round of applause this morning. And thirdly, you are graduating as God's gift. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." The board applauds our staff at Iere High School for being motivated with their repertoire of skills for shaping young minds and inspiring future generations. Similarly, the board expresses our heartfelt thanks to our parents for their sacrifice and providing an opportunity of a lifetime and blessing you with their prayers. With every breath, I will sing of the goodness of God. Remember, what you are is God's gift to you, and what you do with it will be your gift to God. In conclusion, Anthony Robbins, in his book, Awaken the Giant Within, says, in each one of us, there is a sleeping giant, and we need to awaken the giant within us and take control of our lives. And graduating class, in the coming months and years, you will be called to awaken that giant within you and take control of your academic life, your spiritual life, your economic life. And as you do so, always put God first. Raise your standard, and sometimes we have to go back to the basics, the ABC. And when we do so, be adventurous, be benevolent, and always have a climate of mutual respect. As you graduate this morning, you can be described as a big fish in a small pond of Iere High School. And when you go out into the massive world, you will be a small fish in a big pond. Continue to swim against all the tides of life. Live as a family, a team, and God's gift. Class of 2024, on behalf of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, congratulations, best wishes, God's blessings. Thank you very much.
We now move on to the presentation of the CSEC and CAPE certificates. At Iere High School, our students perform exceptionally well each year. This year, in fact, we have 25 students receiving 5 grade 1s or more at the recently concluded CSEC examinations. This morning, you will see medals are awarded to students who have gained these 5 or more grade 1s at the CSEC examination. The numbers in the brackets indicate the number of grade 1s attained. The respective form teachers will have the pleasure of calling their charges to the stage. Starting with 5I, my form class, we ask you to stand, students of 5I, as we get ready to come on stage.
To help us out with the presentation of the CSEC certificates. All right, Anushka, that's one more time again. Sorry about that. Kirsten Alexander. Veronica Forbes. Michaela Haggard. Gabriella Lala. Shivana Maraj. Aliyah Mohammed. Chloe Sidan. Kristen Ramkelawan. Moving on to the gentleman, Justin Brown. Saryu Gopal. Luke Hajari Singh.
Devir Maharaj. Zahid Mohammed. Vishnu Nangla. Rajiv Rambajan. Satish Ramlaka. Varinda Rampasad. Sherelle Rogers. Jarrell Williams. I will now call on Mr. Sarah, the form teacher of 5H, to be needful.
Pleasant good morning, everyone. The students of 5H, please stand. Alyssa Amar Singh. Janessa Basanta. Angelina Biku. Dixian Birja. Deja Ford. Dariel Ganes. Aisha Mohammed. Alexandra Pacheco. Shreya Ramkisun. Amia Sahadev. Princess Silochan. Justina Samuel. Rian Simongal. Thomas. Wyatt Achaiba. Marcus Balram Singh. Jordan Kuhlman. Leon Kopila. Michael Deupasar. Noah Figaro. Dimitri Garib. Jonathan Gokul. Arjun Gokul. Tristan Siunarain. Roshan Siriju. Avish Takordin.
Thank you, Mr. Saru. I will now invite Ms. Marissa Mahabir of the form teacher of Form 5S to do her needful.
Form 5S, Sindura Balram Singh. Heidi George. Ariana Harinanan. Joel Joseph. Renessa Lalsi. Nicola Peters. Alyssa Prince. Aruna Ramcharan. Zuri Ramta, Serena Sibaran, Sabrina Siraj, Aryan Partap, Javon Jebe, Angelo Khan, Aidan Kokaram, Aaron Lukur, Nathaniel Matura, Adrian Mohan, Narendra Parasram Singh, Virendra Ramkisoon, Satyam Rampal, Shivam Rampal, Justin Samsundar, Brandon Sidan,
Thank you, Ms. Mahabir, for your assistance.
Would 6 upper business please stand? Shania Bakarali, John Obisun, Tia Grant, Ashley Mongol Singh, Dara Raghunath Singh, Elena Ramasa, Kalisha Ramkisoon, Priya Ramnarayan, Anjali Rampasad, Chelsea Ramsundar, Anay Perez, Bhavani Sigovind, Amisha Takardin, Craig Esau, Safin Kanhai, Kyle Khan, Avinash Narayan, Sachin Ramphal, Sanjay Sukhnarayan, Elijah Taylor, Six Upper Business, you may be seated. Six Upper Modern, please stand. Amisha Maharaj, Sadia Mohammed, Sarah Nimai, Kristen Sidari, Aidan Kumar Singh, Brandon Lee, Six Upper Modern, please be seated. Six Upper Science, please stand. Jada Marie Birchlal, Karina Kaulasa, Carice Nanhal, Chelsea Polo, Cameron Ramkaran, Juliana Ramnarayan, Brianna Sami, Kelsey Simon, Ravina Singh, Caitlin Sergio, Tabitha Thompson, Kevin Lafon, Justin Ramlakan, Kaylon Silly,
'Cause when my back were against the wall and it looks as if it was over, oh, you made a way. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you made a way. You move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power. Perform miracles, there is nothing that's impossible. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you made a way. You made a way. You made a way. 'Cause when my back were against the wall and it looks as if it was over, Lord, you made a way. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you made a way. You move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power. Perform miracles, there is nothing that's impossible. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power. Perform miracles, there is nothing that's impossible. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you made. 'Cause I'm standing here only because you made. 'Cause I'm standing here.
Additional mathematics, biology, chemistry, mathematics, Anushka Ajoda. English A, Jordan Coolman. Biology, English B, Spanish, Leon Copila. Visual Arts, Deja Ford. English A, Angelo Kant. Geography, Devir Maharaj.
Mr. Naipaul, thank you very much for your assistance. It is noteworthy that Mr. Naipaul is also a past Iere High School student. We now ask Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda to help us with the rest of the awards.
Okay. Yeah. Caribbean history, principles of business, social studies, Nathaniel Matura. English B, Zahid Mohammed. Mathematics, Varendra Ramkisoon. Biology, English B, Shivam Ramphal. Economics, Electronic Document Preparation and Management, English A, Mathematics, Principles of Accounts, Chloe Sidan. Information Technology, Physics, Technical Drawing, Tristan Siunarain. Physical Education, Jarrell Williams.
Thank you, Reverend, for your kind assistance. We now move on to the prizes for the highest standing at Cape Lower 6. Ms. Roxanne Kukaram will continue to take us through, and I invite Mr. Roy Umrao to help us with handing out these awards.
Environmental Science, Ashleen Bitan. Applied Mathematics, Pure Mathematics, Justin Harry. Physics, Janaya Jones. History, Jeremiah Neptune. Entrepreneurship, Management of Business, Michael Pope.
Communication Studies, Geography, Chad Rahim. Accounting, Economics, Shavani Ramlal. Digital Media, Charlotte Ramnarain. Biology, Chemistry, Communication Studies, Pure Mathematics, Samira Ramuta. Sociology, Daniel Sipasad. Communication Studies, Information Technology, Literatures in English, Khalida Warwood.
Thank you, Mr. Umrah, for your kind assistance. We now move on to the prizes for the highest standing at Cape Upper 6. To help us through these proceedings is Mrs. Joan Sipol Rampasad. And I'd like to ask Mr. Wayne Michael to join us on stage in assisting in handing out these awards.
Good morning all. For entrepreneurship, Joanna Bissoon. Caribbean Studies, Jada Marie Bridgelad. For Literatures in English, Antoinette Inu. For Biology and Caribbean Studies, Dylan Gunpat. For Applied Mathematics and Chemistry, Jaden Jagesa. For Caribbean Studies, Karina Kaulesa. For Geography, Aidan Kumar Singh. For Physics and Pure Mathematics, Kristen Latu.
Thank you, Mr. Maiku, for your kind assistance. Moving on, I'd like to invite Mr. Gary Samai to the stage to help us with the distribution of the awards.
Continuing with history, Brendan Lee. For sociology, Sarah Nemai. For accounting and management of business, Dara Raghunath Singh. For digital media, Cameron Ramkaran. For biology, environmental science, and information technology, Kelsey Simon. For economics, Sanjay Suknarayan. And for Caribbean Studies, Zakia Williams. Congratulations to all our students.
Collecting on behalf of Dylan Ganpat for Biology and Caribbean Studies is Mr. Chad Rahim. All right, Mr. Samai, thank you. The Simone Tilak Singh Birju Award for the most progressive student at CSEC is Mr. Adrian Mohan. We invite Ms. Tilak Singh Birju to present her award. To bring greetings on behalf of the Administrative Committee, we will now invite Mr. Wayne Maiku, School Manager, to bring greetings on their behalf.
An interim chaplain at Iere, Mr. Roy Umrao, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the Presbyterian Primary School Board of Education, Mr. Romeo Ganes, our featured speaker here this morning, and recent awardee of a National Hummingbird Silver. Mrs. Sharon Umrao, Acting Principal at Iere High School. The Communications Department of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago. Specially invited guests, parents, graduating class of 2024. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to bring greetings on behalf of the Administrative Committee of Iere High School. Firstly, I wish to congratulate the principal, Mrs. Umrao, and her staff for the excellent work that they continue to do here at Iere High School. I wish to assure her and her staff that the Administrative Committee will continue to partner with Iere as we strive to work together to ensure success at every level. To you, the graduating class, I wish to use a little quote from a former president of South Africa, Mr. Nelson Mandela. He said, "A bright future is the onus is on you to ensure through hard work, honesty, and integrity to reach for the stars." So that's a very profound quote, and what I want you all to take away from this, in fact, is the line that says the onus is on us. The onus is on you to use this stepping stone here this morning to try to ensure that you reach for the stars. We know we live in a society where we can do anything we want. You, in fact, can do anything you want. You can achieve anything you require or would like to, but the onus is on you. I pray this morning that you will continue to reach for the stars. You would not allow yourselves to be stuck after today, that you would continue to look down the road. You will continue to see more and more challenges, and you will continue to overcome these challenges. You will continue to set your goals as you have been doing from Form 1 to 5 in some instances and to Form 6, and ensure that you achieve these little goals. Try not to set goals that will be too challenging for you. Break down your goals, as most people will tell you, into simple ones. And step by step, all of you will be able to achieve all the many things that you are dreaming about, because the world has so much to offer you all. So congratulations again to the staff and to you, the students, and good luck in your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Michael, for your words of encouragement. We now welcome to the stage an individual who is wearing 3 different caps today. She is here as a parent of a graduating student, the representative of the administration of Holy Faith Convent in Pinal, and as the secretary of the Iere High School's Parent-Teacher Council. Bringing greetings on behalf of the PTC president, Mr. Sean Mohammed, is Ms. Catherine Plaza Sergio. Please welcome her to the podium.
Specially invited guests, parents, graduating class of 2024. Today I stand as the representative of the Parent Teachers Council, and it is with deep gratitude and a joyful heart that we say thanks to the principal, staff, and Board of Education for your relentless and dedicated service in the lives of our children. As parents, we can attest to the quality education that is being offered at Iere High School. And as stakeholders, we'll continue to pledge our unwavering support to ensure that not only the high standards are maintained, but even rise to higher levels. In this fast-paced world with so many distractions, I implore you parents to join us as we seek measures to keep our children gainfully occupied, both in and out of school. The association endorses the need to continue to make our institution a safe and holistic one that would produce the caliber of students that are seated presently before us. Students graduating class of 2024, you have rallied through many challenges. You have rallied through the COVID-19 epidemic. You have missed out on the Form 2 and Form 3, in some cases physical attendance to school, and for the Form 6 uppers, you would have missed out on the Form 4 and 5. Teachers, members of staff at Iere High School would have had to implement measures in a moment's notice to ensure that the quality education via online tuition would have continued. Today, I stand as a proud parent, as a proud member of the PTC, to see these students before me having rallied through difficult situations and passing through the storm, rising to victory. Parents, specially invited guests, I would like at this time to give your students, your sons and your daughters, a lusty round of applause. Students, you have worked hard, sacrificed your time, and gave it your all in order to accomplish your goals. Congratulations. May God continue to direct your paths as each one of you fulfill the purpose for which you were created. Aim high. Explore your passion. Fulfill your dreams and make your mark. As some of you leave the walls of Iere High School, remember the values taught by your teachers, by your principal, your vice principal, your past principal, Mr. Roy Nanlal. Remember the values, remember the love, and appreciate those who would have deposited everything that you now have become into the individual that you are. Parents, I encourage each and every one of you to partner with us, the Parent Teachers Association, the Parent Teachers Council, as we try each and every meeting to think of the charges before us, to think of our students and ways in which we can improve the facility and the core as well as extracurricular activities in order to formulate and form an holistic individual. We are all proud of you, and as parents and teachers, we will continue to work together to ensure that excellence is achieved in all facets of school life. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Miss, for your inspirational words and encouragement to the other members of our PTC. At this point, we are going to move on to our special awards. Now, our students all have worked very hard and have performed quite well, but there are some who must be highlighted for the quality of their work and the quality of distinction of their work. These exceptional awards highlight students who have worked a little bit harder, persevered under difficult circumstances, or who have shown brilliance in their respective subject groupings. We started it already. The first award was my award, and that was the one given out to Adrian Mohan. So we are continuing now with our special awards. And I would like to invite Mr. Reginald Dinu to call out these names, as well as I would like to ask Mr. Shivanan Sigobin, if he's here, to come to hand out the first award, or the second award, which is his.
The Shivanan Sigobin Award for Persistence and Dedication at CSEC, Aisha Mohammed. You see? Continue.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sigobin. I would now like to call Mr. Romeo Gunnis to the front of the stage to help us with about the next 3 or 4, maybe 5 awards. So we bring him until
7. The Sheldon Degans Award for Perseverance and Determination at CSEC, Kirsten Alexander. The Iere High School Award for Dedication to Studies at CSEC, Chloe Sidan. The Iere High School Award for Dedication to Studies at CSEC, Tristan Cernarin. The Iere High School Award for Dedication to Studies at CSEC, Leon Coppola. The Dale Gulab Singh Award for Most Progressive Student at CSEC, Safin Kanhai. Thank you, Mr. Ganes. So I'd like to call Mr. Lendell Katuara on stage, please. The Lendell Katuara Award for Persistence and Dedication at Cape, Kelsey Simon. Brian, what did I say? Well done. Is Mr. Madhu Singh here? Shall we go?
We would like to call our past principal, Mr. Roy Ram Logan, on stage to assist us with the remaining few awards.
So while Sir is making his way up, the Brian Madhu Singh Award for Perseverance and Determination at Cape, Jonathan Jagisa. The Iere High School Award for Dedication to Studies at Cape, Dylan Ganpat. And the Chad Rahim will collect on his behalf. Here comes Chad. The Iere High School Award for Dedication to Studies at Cape, Justin Ramlakan. The Iere High School Award for dedication to studies at Cape, Karina Kovlasan.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ramlogan, and thank you, Mr. Dinu, for reading the names. As we continue with our special awards, I will ask Mr. Brent Ramlal to come to continue reading the names. And I would like to invite Mr. Minka Ramnarayan Singh, our acting vice principal, to the front of the stage to hand out some awards.
The Iere High School Award for Academic Excellence at Cape Lower 6 Business, Shivani Ramlal. The Iere High School Award for Academic Excellence at Cape Lower 6 Modern Studies, Daniel Sipasad.
Thank you, Ms. Ramnarayan Singh. We're going to call you back up shortly. I would like to call Mr. Jeremy Singh to hand out his award.
The Jeremy Singh Award for Academic Excellence at Cape Lower 6 Science, Samira Ramota. We ask Samira to remain kindly on stage. I'll ask Mr. Jimmy Singh to also present the Iere High School Award for Most Outstanding Academic Performance at Cape Lower 6, Samira Ramota.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. As we continue, I would like to invite Mr. Roy Nadlal, our former principal, on stage to help us distribute the next few awards.
The Iere High School Award for Sports Personality of the Year, boy, Kalon Seeley. The Iere High School Award for Sports Personality of the Year, girl, Alicia King.
Thank you, Mr. Nava. For the next award, we would like to invite Ms. Marissa Mahavir from the ISCF to hand out this award.
The Michelle Hajari Singh Ramnarayan Award for student making the greatest contribution to Inter-School Christian Fellowship, Justin Ramlaka.
Thank you. We would now like to invite our acting vice principal to come back, Mr. Mitra Ramnarayan Singh, to hand out the remaining awards, one of which is her award.
The Iere High School Award for student making the greatest cultural contribution, boy, Kalon Seeley. The Iere High School Award for student making the greatest cultural contribution, girl, Juliana Ramnarayan. The Sumintra Ramnarayan Singh Award for student making the greatest contribution to the corporate life of the school, boy, Kyle Khan. The Dr. Cheryl Ann Budram Award for student making the greatest contribution to the corporate life of the school, girl, Tabitha Thompson. The Iere High School Award for Deportment, boy, Kalon Seeley. And the Iere High School Award for Deportment, girl, Bhavani Sigobin.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramlal, and thank you, Ms. Ramnarayan Singh. As we continue, we have reached the stage where we will be giving out our outstanding awards, and these are the students who have topped their categories in terms of science, business, and modern studies for both CSEC and CAPE, and then our overall awards, as well as our Iere Gold. I will invite Ms. Hemanand Samlal to the podium to read these awards, and as we begin the very first award, I would like to invite Mr. Roy Nandlal on stage to give out the Challenge Trophy for CSEC Business.
The Roy Nandlal Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in CSEC Business, Chloe Sedan.
Okay, you can leave the challenge trophy on stage. Leave the challenge trophy on stage and carry the little one down with you. That's okay.
The Sunita Ramjatan Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in CSEC Modern Studies, Nathaniel Matura.
Can I ask Ms. Ramnaran-Singh to do the honors just for this challenge trophy, please? Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ramnaran-Singh. I'd like now to ask Mr. Roy Ram Logan to come on stage to present his challenge trophy.
The Roy Ram Logan Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in CSEC Science, Tristan Siunaran.
Thank you, Mr. Ram Logan. I'd like to ask Mr. Amrao on stage to present the Secondary Schools Board of Education Challenge Trophy.
The Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education Challenge Trophy for the most outstanding student in CSEC examinations, Chloe Sidan.
Thank you, Mr. Amrao, but don't get too comfortable. I'm calling you back in a short while. I'd like to call now on Mr. Gaya Prasad Manohar to present his challenge trophy.
The Gaya Prasad Manohar Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in Cape Business, Dara Raghunath Singh.
Thank you, Mr. Manohar, and I would like to call once more on Mr. Amrao to give out the remaining 3 challenge trophies.
The Catherine Ramnarayan Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in Cape Modern Studies, Brendan Lee. The Roy Umrao Challenge Trophy for the highest standing in Cape Science, Justin Ramlakan.
I'd like to ask Mr. Gary Samai to join Mr. Umar on stage for the next challenge trophy.
The Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education Challenge Trophy for the most outstanding student in CAPE examinations, Justin Ramlakan.
All right, thank you, Mr. Amaral, Mr. Samai. For our final outstanding award, I would like to invite our principal on stage.
The Iere High School Gold Award for the most outstanding all-round student, Karina Kaulesa.
And Karina, y'all just stay right there. I would like to invite Karina's parents on stage as well, so we can get a nice formal picture. All right, thank you, everyone.
Let's raise our hands one more time for our awardees. It's now time for one of the big ones, the feature address. As is customary, the feature speaker sends his or her biodata and CV to the chairpersons so that the chairpersons can amply introduce him or her. After looking at the information sent, my summary is as follows. Number 1, impressive. Number 2, humble. Number 3, dedicated to the education of our youth. Number 4, and I like this one the most, a true son of the Iere High School soil. Now bear in mind, he's an English teacher par excellence, so I'm a bit worried about what he thinks of my summary skills. Born number 6 of 7 children, and growing up at Bachia Trace in Pinal, our feature speaker's academic career began at the Pinal Presbyterian School from 1973 to 1980. He attended the Iere High School from 1980 to 1987, graduating as class valedictorian and receiving the prestigious award for deportment. He holds a Bachelor's of Arts in English with honors, a postgraduate diploma in education, and a Master's of Arts in education. He is a career educator and has served in the capacity of teacher and administrator. His career began right here at Iere High School in 1990. He then moved to the Barport Senior Comprehensive School, where he was a teacher from 1990 to 2004. He also was the head of Department of English at the Barport Senior Comprehensive from 1996 to 2004. His administrative career began in 2004 when he became the vice principal of the Penal Secondary School. He stayed in that post until 2007. In 2007, he became the principal of the Iere High School. 17 years later, he continues to serve with distinction at the Iere High School. It is worthwhile to note that he was amongst the youngest to be appointed to the post of a vice principal in a government secondary school. His dedication to education goes well beyond teaching and administration. He also served as CSEC examiner in 2007. He's also an accomplished author, being the sole author of the textbook titled Mastering CXC English A. Our featured speaker's achievements do not end here. He's also a recipient of the Hummingbird Silver Medal in the sphere of education at the recently concluded National Awards in 2024. Without further ado, please put your hands together for Mr. Romeo Calvin Gunnis.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Leslie Naipaul, General Treasurer of the PCTT, representing the Right Reverend Daniel Chance, Moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, Reverend Iere Thompson Jimda, Treasurer of the Administrative Committee and the Interim Chaplain, Mr. Roy Umbrau, Chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, Mr. Gary Samai, General Secretary of the PSS BOE, Mr. Wayne Maiku, Schools Manager and ADCOM Rep, Ms. Sharon Umrao, Acting Principal, Iere High School, Mrs. Sumintra Ramnarayan Singh, Vice Principal, Acting Iere High School, Ms. Catherine Plaza, representing the PTC, specially invited guests, members of staff, graduates, members of the communications unit of the PCTT, parents, friends, former principals, Mr. Roy Ramlogan, Mr. Roy Nanlal, ladies and gentlemen. I am very humbled to be given this privilege of sharing this message with you. I do consider it a deep honor and certainly a pleasure, as Iere, as was mentioned, is my alma mater. And much of what I am today, I owe to this noble institution. I am forever grateful for the 7 years of all-round education that developed me holistically. My education here has been incomparable, and I have modeled my years of teaching and administration after my experiences at Iere. I offer heartfelt gratitude to the many persons who would have contributed to my development. Then Principal Mr. Charles Sinanan, along with the dedicated caring staff who have kept the Iere flag going high, a unique, distinguished institution. Today, as I stand here, I am taken down a vista of years, and I see a young man standing right here on the stage in October of 1987, delivering a valedictory address. I never anticipated coming back on this stage. I still have my school uniform, yes, I wear 23 pants, my graduation booklet, and yes, we do have a class of 85 chat group now. And while these years may seem ancient to you, and if you're trying to calculate my age, just remember, age is mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. I can go on reminiscing, but this is not my purpose here this morning. Today, I've been invited to share a message with a group of young, brilliant, eager individuals who are starting or who have started another chapter in their lives. So graduates, I once sat where you are sitting today, and I'm especially encouraged by your theme. With every breath, I will sing of the goodness of God. These lines, taken from a song that boldly testifies to the greatness of a sovereign God, are embedded with virtuous qualities which reflect sound character and moral integrity. And that's what I want to explore for a few minutes with you this morning. So let's go more closely into those words. Firstly, with every breath, expresses a complete and total effort, not partial, not sometimes. It speaks about giving your all. In every endeavor, graduates, in every pursuit, it is important to give your all. Commitment and consistency are the hallmarks to achieving full potential. You cannot expect to put in less and get more. There's always that correlation between effort and reward. Give it your every breath. And even where there are hurdles to overcome, your determination must be unyielding. Secondly, I will sing declares an intention. The expression be intentional is something that is commonplace now. Everybody tells you, be intentional. But being intentional means making deliberate choices to reflect what is most important to us. Being intentional can help us to maintain a positive mindset, reach goals, experience more clarity of purpose. It brings purpose and meaning to our lives. Being intentional is necessary to propel you towards your goal. It shows your intrinsic motivation and is an excellent indicator of your trajectory in life. So graduates, as they would say, be intentional, not wavering. Stay the course with determination. In addition, these lines of praise echo a deep and profound gratitude and humility. The words acknowledge blessings selflessly given to a sometimes undeserving recipient. Many of you are young people, and sometimes they're not so young, have fallen into a misguided acceptance of what I call entitlement theory. We believe we are owed, we are entitled something. Some may even extend this belief into a genuine expectation that you should be left an inheritance. I recently had a conversation with a young man. He had graduated and I met him a little while after. And so I asked him, so what is the plan now? And he looks at me and he smiles. Well, I'm going to live off my parents' pension while I keeping them company. So okay, and how they feel about that, shrug the shoulders. Parents, we are nurturing a generation of people who will not appreciate and value your hard work and sacrifice if they are made to believe that they are entitled. We are allowing them to undervalue themselves and the contribution they can make to the world. We are denying them the opportunity to develop responsibility. I will sing of the goodness of God is a direct acknowledgement that I have been blessed, and it shows of not just gratitude, but humility. Our humility is what will lead us to greatness. Now, I have absolutely no opposition to the idea of children gaining an inheritance. My concern is the belief that you are entitled to one. And as harsh as it may sound, graduates, apart from providing you with your basic necessities, food, clothing, shelter, education, nobody owes you anything. That's a hard reality. So do not go through life believing that you must be given an inheritance or live in expectancy of receiving one. Sad to say, but there are some people who eagerly await the demise of a relative for the sake of inheritance. Very true. But my philosophy of work is work for what you want. Work for what you want in life and enjoy the rewards of your labor. And I emphasize the need for humility in your approach to achieving your goals. Humility will foster growth by fueling a desire to seek out knowledge and a desire to learn. It keeps us grounded in the naked truth that you are not better than any of God's creation. Be humble, be grateful. Be grateful to your parents, be grateful to your teachers, be grateful to your school, be grateful to Almighty God. With every breath, I will sing of the goodness of God reveals purpose. Whether you call it your goal, purpose, vision, it is a necessary ingredient for a meaningful life. A life without purpose and direction leads to disenchantment, unhappiness, and underachievement. When you commit yourself to a purpose, you chart a course and you follow through on it. Going through the motions is a mundane, unfulfilling existence. There is no point for self-reflection, no measure for success. You remain floundering amidst a sea of ambition, but never reaching the shore of success. And finally, with every breath I will sing of the goodness of God celebrates a relationship with God. A strong spiritual life is the foundation on which you can build your future. Your value system and the pillars on which you construct your ideals and ambitions are founded on your relationship with God. Challenges and hardships are part of life. No bed of roses, we know that. There is no picture-perfect life. Disappointments, hurts cut deep into our hearts, and our resilience in times of adversity depends on our spiritual life. Mental wellness is very high on the agenda of several organizations, workspaces, and even schools. Many of our young people today are enclosed in a dark shell where relief comes from a video game, a social media, or cell phone, further precipitating the risk of mental disease. Daily devotion, together with sunlight, good nutrition, and exercise, is a prescription for a well-balanced, healthy life. If you want, I can say it again. Daily devotion, sunlight, good nutrition, and exercise. A prescription for a well-balanced, healthy life. Make it a must to engage in devotion, children. This is something I prized during my stay at Iere High School. We had worship every morning, and Iere's motto, "Truth conquers all," resonates within me. Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, graduates, we live in a world and a society that can be very vile and cruel, where adherence for law and order is blatantly disregarded, where impatience, intolerance, and hatred are public showdowns every day. Our society and our world needs to return to the practices that uphold virtues and values that will keep it strong and stable. If we have to reverse this, we must start by going back to God. With every breath, let us sing of the goodness of God. The level of stability in family life is a significant determinant of how well a society progresses. It is the spindle that weaves the moral fabric and holds it together. When family life is broken or fragmented, the breakdown manifests itself in lawlessness, disrespect for authority at all levels, and a propensity for criminal behavior. We all must make a concerted effort to guard and preserve strong family values. We must condemn malevolence and cruelty. We must have a sacred responsibility to be our brother's keeper. Keeping our value system means not facilitating corrupt practices. We must shun mediocrity and raise the benchmarks for excellence. We need to propagate a work ethic that reflects dedication to duty and a desire to serve. A system that prizes and rewards ambition, initiative, creativity, and dedication to duty. And above all, we cannot progress if we remain barbaric in our mindset. We are in that age that is making human interaction almost unnecessary or obsolete. Artificial intelligence is being hailed and touted as the 21st century genius that would revolutionize the international landscape. But you know what? Despite its multifaceted applications, AI will never replace the human heart that is brimming with the love of a divine spirit, a love that compels us to use every breath to sing of the goodness of God. So as I close this morning, I want to wish you God's every blessing. And may songs of gratitude and songs of praises always flow from your hearts. And may you find contentment and fulfillment in all your future efforts. God bless you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gunnis. Don't go back to your seat. Hi, don't go back to your seat. We just have a little token of appreciation for you. Yes, and we have a plaque in there that says, Award of Appreciation presented to Mr. Romeo Gunnis for your sterling contribution towards alma mater and country. Accept our gratitude for your words of wisdom and inspiration. May God continue to bless you abundantly from the Iere High School family. 24th of October 2024. So thank you so much for your words. Thank you very much for your inspiration. And can we have another round of applause, please? As we continue with our appreciation for this morning and for the people who have worked hard and the people who have presented, we would like to just take the opportunity now to give out some tokens. So we gave Mr. Gunnis. The next person we would like to thank Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda, our ADCOM Treasurer and Interim Chaplain. We would like to thank you very much for your devotions this morning. So please accept a small token of our appreciation. Thank you, Reverend. Next, we would like to thank Mr. Leslie Naipaul, General Treasurer of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, sir. Following which, we have a token for Mr. Roy Umrao. So we would like you to come to the stage yet again, sir. This is the chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education. Thank you for being here with us and for all that you contributed. Following Mr. Umrao, I would like to ask Mr. Gary Samai to come up on stage again. He is the General Secretary of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, and we appreciate what you have contributed to this morning's proceedings. So thank you, sir. Then we have Mr. Wayne Maiku, our schools manager and ADCOM rep. Mr. Maiku, if you can come up on stage to just receive a small token of our appreciation for being with us this morning. Thank you. We would now like to ask Ms. Catherine Plaza Sirju, the Secretary of our Parent-Teacher Council, to come on stage to receive a small token of our appreciation. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Roy Ramalogan, no stranger to this stage, our former principal. Thank you, sir, for joining us. I know it feels like coming home when you come back to this stage. And next, another gentleman who is all too familiar with this stage, Mr. Roy Nandlal. Sir, please come up here yet again. Thank you, sir, for joining with us. And Mr. Nandlal was our principal when we went through COVID, and I remembered that our upper six students graduating today were our students during that tough time of COVID. And we would like to thank you very much, sir, for leading us through that and bringing these students to success. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to recognize and invite Ms. Candice Sinanan, who is representing the principal of Naparima Girls. Can you come up on stage just for a token of our appreciation from us for joining with us today? Thank you so much. Next, we have Ms. Reshma Sohan, who is a parent, but also is the one providing the photography for us today. So can we have Ms. Sohan, who is, again, very accustomed to being on stage and on the sidelines, and we're grateful for your support and assistance throughout the years. So thank you. And lastly, our last token is for Mr. Ravesh, who is the representing the communication unit of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, and they're the ones doing all the little filming and so on. Is he here? Okay. Oh, he's running, I'm sorry. Yes, Mr. Ravesh, working hard to capture everything that is going on here this morning. Thank you, sir. We appreciate everything that you have been doing, and we're looking forward to seeing the memories that you have captured for us this morning. And thank you to our graduating students who have assisted me in giving out these tokens.
All right, so moving on, and our final big one, and that is, of course, the valedictory speech. Gold Award. This is the award for the most outstanding all-around student. The mission statement of Iere High School tasks all stakeholders at this noble institution with the responsibility of producing an intelligent, well-adjusted, well-rounded, respectful, morally astute, and resilient individual who can readily integrate into society. The valedictorian of the class of 2024 is a sterling example of the quality of individual that Iere High School seeks to produce. This year's valedictorian is Ms. Karina Kaulesa. Karina has excelled in all areas of endeavor at Iere High School. Her uniform was always immaculate, and she deported herself with a quiet confidence that earned her the respect of the entire school population. She was respectful to all teachers and her peers, and was always willing to accept responsibility. It was therefore not surprising that she was appointed as a school prefect. Karina was also involved in many of the school's cultural activities in the capacity of performer and organizer. She was an avid singer and dancer. She was also a member of the under-16 girls cricket team that made it to national semi-finals. She would also be seen participating in the field events during the sports day activities. Extracurricular activities aside, Karina was also an excellent student, hardworking and committed to her academic success. She worked hard at CAPE and attained an impressive 5 1s and 3 2s overall. She's currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in electrical and computer engineering at the Faculty of Engineering at the University of the West Indies. We look forward to seeing this young lady continue to excel in all her future pursuits. And it is with these words I invite Ms. Karina Kaulesa, valedictorian of the class of 2024, to deliver her valedictory speech.
Chairpersons, Acting Principal, Ms. Sharon Umrao, Acting Vice Principal, Ms. Sumisha Ramnarayan Singh, specially invited guests, teachers and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, a pleasant good afternoon. It is an honor to stand before you today as valedictorian of the remarkable class of 2024. We have finally made it. This day is one we have all envisioned for years, one we have dreamt about and worked towards. Yet, now that it is here, it feels surreal. We are closing one chapter of our lives and preparing to begin another, and the future feels both exhilarating and daunting. I want to take a moment to reflect on the journey that Iere High School has been for many of us. It is hard to believe how quickly these past few years have gone by, and standing here now, I realized just how much this beloved institution has shaped us all, not just academically, but as individuals. High school is often described as a defining period in our lives, and now that I am at the end of it, I understand why. It is a time for growth, challenge, discovery, and transition. My high school experience at Iere was a little bit different, as I was coming to school with my mom as a teacher. Of course, as best as I could, I pretended I didn't know her and avoided her as much as possible, unless I needed money. My fellow classmates, Juliana, Carice, and Dylan, would have similar experiences, as they too had parents or relatives working in the same school. First, let's rewind. Think back to the first day at Iere High School, 7 years ago. Our parents dropping us off. We were nervous, excited, and maybe even a little scared of what these next years would hold. Form 1 felt like an entirely new world, full of people we hadn't met and challenges we didn't expect. We stumbled a bit, but we adapted. We started figuring out who we were, what we wanted, and what it meant to be a part of the Iere High School family. When we settled in, life at Iere became easier. We made friends, and we started making memories. Be it my peers rushing out for box lunch when they brought prayers food, having an adventure through the bamboo patch, making TikToks, or playing football every lunchtime. These said lunchtime football games made our Iere football team. The boys never missed a game, whether it was friendly or competitive. Even if certain persons were injured or ill, they still found their way onto that field. These 7 years were about more than just grades and homework. Even though we may have cried during math exams and stressed over group projects, these years were about the friendships we made and the lessons we learned, be it in the classroom or out through sports, clubs, or deep conversations with friends on a random lunchtime. Iere High School is where many of us found our passions, be it in academics, sports, the arts, or community service. It was a place to explore and figure out what we really cared about, and sometimes it meant trying things we weren't sure of. Sometimes we succeeded, other times we failed, but every experience helped us learn more about who we are and what we are capable of. When we got to Form 3, we were split up into different classes. We were saddened as our friend groups were separated, but we soon realized that it took no toll on the bonds we formed and shared. Soon after, our class faced a unique challenge, a global pandemic. School was initially closed for 2 weeks as we waited for further instructions from the authorities. These 2 weeks turned into almost 2 years. We were unable to experience Form 4 and most of Form 5 life due to this. By the time schools were reopened, we were nearing CSEC exams. But despite all these challenges faced, we persevered. It is commonly said that the transition from Form 5 into Form 6 is an intense one, and it is true. The workload was intense, and the stress levels were sky high. But with the guidance of our teachers, we made it through successfully. On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, I take this opportunity to thank the current principal, past principal, Mr. Roy Nanlao, vice principal, and all the members of staff who have nurtured us along the way. Your dedication to duty will be remembered and cherished throughout our lives. To Ms. Ramjatan, you were more than just our Form 6 form teacher. You were our mother, mentor, and friend. You cared for us like we were your own children. For that, we will forever be grateful. Thank you for believing in me for chemistry, even when I doubted myself. And no matter how much we wished and prayed, Ms. Ramjatan would never miss a triple chemistry on a Tuesday evening. Never. Mr. Katmari, we always looked forward to your interesting physics classes and the after-lesson talks too about investments and cars. Thank you for your motivational talks that always kept our spirits high. Mr. Ramlal would always find a way to joke around in class and get the work done. Thank you, sir, for being a great maths teacher. We really enjoyed your PowerPoint presentation on counting. Caribbean Studies was my least favorite subject at Form 6. And no, not because my mom was one of my teachers. It was a heavy subject, but Ms. Ramjit and Ms. Gunput guided us through, helping us to persevere. Thank you, Ms. Ramjit and Ms. Gunput, for making it as easy as possible for us. And thank you to ChatGPT for getting us through many of those classes, especially when we were put on the spot. Over these 7 years at Iere High School, one of the first lessons learned was perseverance. There were times when the workload felt overwhelming or when things didn't go as planned, whether it was a tough class or an exam that didn't go well, or even navigating social dynamics. But through those moments, we learned that resilience comes from pushing through difficulties, even when the odds don't seem in our favor. Another lesson learned at Iere was about the value of friendships. In high school, friendships can feel like lifelines. We meet people who challenge us, support us, and sometimes even frustrate and disappoint us. But in the end, they help shape who we become. High school taught us that relationships, whether with friends, teachers, or family, are what give meaning to the journey. These connections remind us that we are not alone, and the best way to navigate life's ups and downs is by leaning on each other. But Iere High School wasn't just about the good times. It also showed us the importance of reflection, that looking back at mistakes and learning from them help us to move forward. Maybe we didn't make the best choices. Maybe we didn't put in enough effort at times. But reflection enables us to grow. Growth doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. It comes from being able to recognize where we faltered and learning to do better next time. We didn't get to where we are alone. We must acknowledge the support of our parents and families, the guidance of our teachers, and the friendships of those who have stood by us through both the victories and the struggles. As we sit here in our gowns, let us take a moment to be proud of ourselves. We made it through long nights of studying, early mornings, and the pressure of deadlines and expectations, and of course, COVID-19. And yet, here we are, stronger, smarter, and more resilient than we were when we started. Today is not just a celebration of what we have achieved, but a testament to what we are capable of in the future. So let's step boldly into tomorrow with gratitude for the past, confidence in the present, and hope for what's to come. As we part ways and embark on our next adventure, I urge you to remember a few things. 1, through God, all things are possible. As our team today highlighted, with every breath, we will sing of the goodness of God. 2, stay curious. The world is full of vast wonders. Your pursuit of knowledge shouldn't end here. 3, embrace failure. Success is rarely a straight line. Each failure is a stepping stone to your end goal. 4. Be kind. What truly matters in the end is the impact that we have on others. 5. Iere High School students stand out wherever they go, and they have occupied positions in the highest offices of the land. And 6, remember, as the late Juice WRLD said, through it all, smile and try to enjoy life through the good times and bad. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2024. The future is ours. Now let's go make it something remarkable.
Thank you so much to Karina. That shows you why she is the recipient of the Iere Gold. She embodies all aspects of what an Iere High School student should be. And I'm just sorry that the younger members of the school can't hear what she said. Well, maybe they can if it was recorded. All right, so as we continue, we are going to have a cultural item. Our choir is going to present and sing a medley of songs. So let's put our hands together for our choir as they come into position.
Leslie Naipaul, representative of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda, interim chaplain, Mr. Roy Umrao and members of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, featured speaker Mr. Romeo Ganes, principal Mrs. Sharon Umrao, PTC secretary Mrs. Catherine Plaza Sergio, invited guests, members of staff, students, parents and guardians, well-wishers, a pleasant good afternoon. We are almost at the end of our speech day and prize-giving ceremony 2024, where we have recognized the achievements of our students and paid tribute to them for a job well done. I take this opportunity to wish them all of God's graces as they continue on their life journeys. It is my privilege this afternoon to express sincere gratitude to all those who have contributed to the success of this momentous event. First and foremost, our esteemed principal, Mrs. Sharon Umrao, who with great dedication was able to lead us in the organizing and preparations. Reverend Rhea Thompson Jimda, treasurer of the administrative committee and interim chaplain, for her spiritual guidance and for always sharing wonderful words of wisdom. Mr. Leslie Naipaul, general treasurer of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, for his encouragement and motivation. Mr. Roy Umrao, chairman of the Presbyterian Secondary Schools Board of Education, for his keen interest in our school and well-appreciated advice. Mr. Wayne Maiku, school manager and representative of our school's administrative committee, for his words of goodwill and continuous support. Mrs. Catherine Plaza Sergio, secretary of our Parent Teachers Council, for her commitment and care for our institution. Special thanks to our featured speaker, Mr. Romeo Ganes, a true son of the soil, for all that he has so eloquently expressed today to inspire all of us to be the best that we can be. May God bless him dearly as he continues to serve. Our valedictorian, Karina Kaulesa, for being able to reach out to her fellow students and to represent them with excellence. We wish her all success in her future endeavors. Our chairpersons, Ms. Simone Tilaksing Burju and Mr. Lenda Katwaru, who with great competence and grace were able to take us through our program. We say thanks to members of the communication unit of the PCTT and Mrs. Reshma Sohan for their welcome and efficient service. Our parents, guardians, other stakeholders, donors, and well-wishers, we thank dearly for their love and support. Members of staff and students who performed today, and all those who worked tirelessly in the background, making sure that every last detail of preparation was taken care of. Finally, and most importantly, we say thanks to our Heavenly Father for his blessings, for without him, nothing is possible. I thank you.
At this point, I would like the audience to stand as we come together to sing our school hymn, In Our Work and in Our Play, following which you will remain standing for the benediction and the blessing of the meal. I invite Ms. Alana Bassoon Nicholas and Mr. Reginald Dinu to lead us in song.